What's really going on behind the scenes between Kylie Jenner and Timothée Chalamet? Just when fans thought the couple was stronger than ever, a very well-placed source is now revealing that not everything is as perfect as it seems. According to new reports, tension has quietly been building between the beauty mogul and the Oscar-nominated actor, and it all comes down to one major issue: their living situation. Today, we're breaking down everything we know so far, what insiders are saying, how their very different lifestyles may be clashing, and what this could mean for the future of one of Hollywood's most unexpected couples. Stay tuned, because this story has more layers than it first appears. How Kylie and Timothee became Hollywood's most unlikely couple. When Kylie Jenner and Timothée Chalamet were first linked, many fans were shocked. On one side, you have Kylie, a billionaire businesswoman, reality TV icon, and mother of two, deeply rooted in the Kardashian-Jenner empire. Her life is fast-paced, glamorous, and constantly in the public eye. On the other side is Timothée Chalamet, an acclaimed actor known for his artistic approach, low-key personality, and preference for privacy. He's often described as thoughtful, introverted, and fiercely protective of his personal space. Despite their differences, the couple managed to keep their relationship relatively private at first. They avoided oversharing, made selective public appearances, and appeared to be navigating fame on their own terms. But, as many Hollywood insiders will tell you, privacy becomes harder to protect when a relationship gets more serious. The living situation, where the problems begin. According to a very well-placed source, the biggest point of friction between Kylie and Timothee right now is where and how they should live. Kylie reportedly prefers stability. As a mother, she values having a consistent home base in Los Angeles, close to her businesses, her family, and her children's routine. Her homes are known for being expansive, secure, and designed for family life. Timothee, however, lives a very different reality. Sources say he's far more comfortable moving between cities, spending time in New York, Europe, or wherever his next film project takes him. His lifestyle is described as nomadic, driven by creativity and career opportunities rather than long-term domestic planning. While neither is necessarily wrong, insiders say these two approaches to living are beginning to clash. Two worlds, two priorities. A source close to the situation claims that Kylie has started to feel frustrated by Timothee's reluctance to fully settle down in one place. From her perspective, commitment isn't just emotional, it's logistical. It's about showing up consistently, sharing a space, and being part of daily life. Timothee, on the other hand, reportedly feels pressure. Insiders say he worries that moving into Kylie's world too quickly could mean losing parts of himself, his independence, his creative solitude, and his sense of normalcy. Friends of the actor say he's not opposed to commitment, but he wants it to happen naturally, without feeling rushed or boxed in. This difference in pacing is said to be causing quiet, but ongoing tension. Why this issue is more serious than it seems. At first glance, a disagreement about living arrangements might seem minor. But relationship experts often point out that where and how a couple lives reflects deeper values, priorities, expectations, and visions for the future. For Kylie, home represents family, security, and grounding. For Timothee, space represents freedom, creativity, and emotional balance. Insiders say neither wants to force the other to change, but both are starting to realize that compromise may be harder than expected. And because both are extremely busy, emotionally intense conversations reportedly don't happen as often as they should, allowing small frustrations to build quietly over time. Public appearances versus private reality. To the public, Kylie and Timothee still appear supportive and affectionate. They've been spotted at high-profile events, industry gatherings, and private outings, often looking comfortable and connected. But sources caution that public appearances don't always reflect private realities. One insider claims that while there is still genuine affection between them, their relationship is currently at a crossroads. They are said to be asking difficult questions not about love, but about compatibility. Can two people from such different worlds truly merge their lives without one feeling like they're giving up too much? What this could mean for their future. So what happens next? According to sources, Kylie and Timothee are taking things one step at a time. No dramatic ultimatums have been issued, and there's no indication of an imminent breakup. However, insiders suggest that how they resolve this living situation could define the future of their relationship. If they find a compromise, such as maintaining separate spaces while spending extended time together, their relationship could continue to grow. But if the tension remains unresolved, it may eventually lead to emotional distance. As one source put it, it's not about love, it's about whether their lives can actually fit together. Final thoughts. Kylie Jenner and Timothée Chalamet remain one of Hollywood's most fascinating couples, precisely because of their differences. Their relationship challenges traditional celebrity narratives and shows that even at the highest levels of fame, real-world relationship issues still exist. Whether they choose to meet in the middle or ultimately go their separate ways, one thing is clear: this story is far from over. We'll be watching closely as new details emerge. A very well-placed source reveals friction between Kylie Jenner and Timothée Chalamet over living situation. Behind the polished red carpet appearances and carefully controlled public image, sources suggest that Kylie Jenner and Timothée Chalamet may be navigating a quiet but meaningful challenge in their relationship. According to a very well-placed insider, the couple has recently experienced friction not over fame or career ambitions, but over something far more personal: where and how they live. The issue, sources claim, isn't dramatic or explosive. Instead, it's a slow burn tension rooted in two very different lifestyles colliding. Kylie Jenner, a global beauty mogul and mother, has built her life around structure, routine, and proximity to her family. Her world is centered in Los Angeles, surrounded by business responsibilities, security needs, and the daily rhythm that comes with raising children. Stability, according to insiders, is not optional for her, it's essential. Timothée Chalamet, by contrast, is said to thrive in flexibility. The actor's career often requires him to relocate for months at a time, bouncing between film sets, international press tours, and creative retreats. Friends describe him as someone who values personal space and emotional independence, preferring environments that feel temporary rather than fixed. A source close to the couple says this contrast has become increasingly noticeable as their relationship deepens. Neither of them is wrong, the insider explains. They just live very differently. While Kylie reportedly feels most comfortable anchoring her life in one place, Timothée is said to resist the idea of being tied down to a single permanent home. According to the source, this difference has led to difficult conversations about what the future might realistically look like. The tension is not about a lack of affection. Those close to the couple insist there is genuine care and mutual respect. However, the question of cohabitation or even long-term proximity has forced both to reflect on what they are willing to compromise. For Kylie, living arrangements are deeply connected to responsibility. Her children, businesses, and family network all require consistency. Insiders suggest she views a shared living situation as a natural progression in a serious relationship, a sign of reliability and emotional investment. Timothée, on the other hand, reportedly worries that settling into Kylie's established world too quickly could feel overwhelming. Sources say he fears losing the creative freedom and solitude that help him stay grounded in an industry known for burnout. He doesn't want to disappear into someone else's life, one insider notes, even if that life is incredibly successful. Publicly, the couple continues to appear united. They have been seen together at select events, maintaining a low-key presence that avoids unnecessary attention. But behind closed doors, the living situation remains unresolved. Industry observers note that this type of conflict is common among high-profile couples whose careers demand radically different schedules. What makes this situation notable is how fundamental the issue is. It's not about timing or logistics, but about identity. Relationship experts often emphasize that disagreements over living arrangements usually signal deeper questions about compatibility. Where a couple lives can reflect how they envision partnership, independence, and long-term commitment. According to the source, Kylie and Timothee are approaching the issue cautiously. There are no ultimatums, no dramatic fallout, and no public statements expected anytime soon. Instead, they are reportedly giving each other space both literally and emotionally to see whether a middle ground can exist. Some insiders speculate that maintaining separate residences while continuing the relationship may be their current compromise. Others believe the decision could ultimately determine whether the relationship evolves or naturally fades. What remains clear is that this friction is not rooted in scandal or betrayal, but in reality. Two successful individuals, shaped by different demands, are trying to understand whether their lives can align beyond romance. As one very well-placed source summarizes, love isn't the problem. The question is whether their lives are compatible enough to share the same address. For now, Kylie Jenner and Timothée Chalamet remain together, quietly navigating a situation many couples face just under a much brighter spotlight. Whether this challenge strengthens their bond or highlights irreconcilable differences remains to be seen. One thing is certain, sometimes the biggest relationship tests aren't public controversies, but private decisions about where and how to build a life. While Kylie Jenner and Timothée Chalamet continue to captivate the public with their unlikely pairing, new information suggests that the couple is facing a quiet challenge away from the cameras. According to a very well-placed source, differences over living arrangements have recently created subtle strain between the two stars. Unlike explosive celebrity breakups, this situation is unfolding slowly, shaped by contrasting lifestyles rather than conflict. Insiders say the friction began as the relationship naturally progressed. As time passed, questions about where the couple should spend most of their time became harder to avoid. Kylie's life, sources explain, is deeply rooted in Los Angeles. Her businesses, family ties, and responsibilities as a mother all revolve around having a dependable home base. Timothee, however, is said to view home very differently. Friends of the actor describe him as someone who feels most inspired when he isn't tied to one place. Whether he's filming overseas, staying in New York, or temporarily settling near a project, his lifestyle is fluid by design. According to insiders, the idea of committing to a single permanent residence feels restrictive to him even in a serious relationship. A source close to the situation explains that this contrast has led to emotional distance at times. They care about each other, the source says, but they're realizing that love doesn't automatically solve lifestyle differences. Kylie reportedly prefers predictability. Those close to her say she associates shared space with trust, security, and long-term intention. For her, living arrangements are not just practical, they are symbolic. Timothee, on the other hand, is said to be cautious. Sources claim he fears that stepping fully into Kylie's established environment could blur his personal boundaries. He reportedly values moments of isolation and independence, which help him stay grounded amid intense public attention. What complicates matters further is their approach to privacy. Kylie is accustomed to a highly structured, security-driven environment. Timothee, by contrast, is known for keeping his personal life minimal and understated. According to insiders, blending these two worlds under one roof has proven more complex than either expected. Despite the reported tension, there is no indication of hostility or resentment. The source emphasizes that discussions have remained respectful, even if unresolved. They're listening to each other, the insider notes, but listening doesn't always lead to agreement. Publicly, nothing appears amiss. The couple continues to maintain a carefully curated presence, avoiding unnecessary exposure while still supporting each other's careers. However, those close to them say the living situation remains a sensitive topic, one that neither wants to mishandle. Observers in the entertainment industry suggest that this kind of issue often becomes a turning point, not because it's dramatic, but because it forces clarity. How much is each person willing to adapt? And what does compromise actually look like? For now, Kylie and Timothee are reportedly choosing patience over pressure. They are said to be prioritizing communication while allowing the relationship to unfold without forcing a decision. Some insiders believe the couple may ultimately settle on a non-traditional arrangement, maintaining separate spaces while staying emotionally connected. Others think the difference may eventually push them to reevaluate their future. As the very well-placed source puts it, this isn't about choosing a house, it's about choosing a way of life. Whether this friction becomes a stepping stone or a dividing line remains uncertain. But for Kylie Jenner and Timothée Chalamet, the challenge highlights a reality many couples face, balancing personal identity with partnership. For now, the spotlight remains on their careers, while the most important decisions happen quietly, behind closed doors.